Hello everyone, myself Sumit, welcome you to this video. In this video we will be dealing with the lesson and that is taken from the NCERT Honeydew English textbook for the students of class 8. And we will see the lesson, the chapter 1 of this textbook, and the title of the lesson is here, the best Christmas present in the world. Okay, my dear students, the part 1 of this lesson is already forwarded or it is available in the YouTube. So if you have not watched that previous video, then you please watch that, because I have given in the previous video the total summary of this lesson. So in this video we will just try to understand the textbook. Okay, so you can take your textbook with you and just look at the textbook as I explain and listen to me what I say. So here we begin the lesson. The best Christmas present in the world. Before you read, there are some days or periods of time in the history of the world that are so significant that everyone knows and remembers them. Okay, now you might have studied in the history. Okay, you might have studied in the history. History is what? It is a story tells. It is a history means it tells somebody's story or history. You might have been explained, okay, in the classes when you were dealing with the history. So when you deal with the history, you come across many dates, many events, बहुत सारे घटना के बारे में, और वो घटना कब हुआ था, कैसे हुआ था, वो सारे चीज हमको किस में पढ़ाया जाता है? हिस्ट्री में पढ़ाए जाते हैं. और वो ही सारे चीज क्या होते हैं? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. Okay, so they are all significant. Significant means important, very important and familiar. And everybody remembers those events. Okay, for example, now when the India got independent, okay, कब इंडिया का आजादी, कब भारत देश को आजादी मिला था. Okay, so वही जो इवेंट है जब भारत देश को आजादी मिला और कब मिला, तो ये सारे दो चीज, उसका डेट और उसका इवेंट, दोनों चीज क्या होता है? सिग्निफिकेंट होता है, इंपोर्टेंट होता है, और सब लोग उसको याद करते हैं. आप किसी को भी पूछो हमारा इंडिया कब आजाद हुआ था, और महात्मा गांधी कौन थे, कब जन्म हुए थे. ओके, ये सारी चीज हम किसी को पूछेंगे तो सबका मन में है कि ये कौन थे, कब हुआ था और कैसे हुआ था, सबका ध्यान है. ओके, और सभी लोग रिमेम्बर करते हैं, याद करते हैं. द स्टोरी यू विल रीड मेंशन one such date and event. Okay, now the story which you are going to see, अब ये एक स्टोरी है, यहाँ पे हम जो पढ़ने वाले हैं वो भी उसी प्रकार का इवेंट्स के बारे में ही हमको बताने वाला है. ओके, किस प्रकार का इवेंट्स? कोई भी इवेंट्स है, देखते हैं कौन प्रकार का इवेंट्स है और क्या इवेंट्स है. ए वार बिटवीन ब्रिटिश एंड जर्मन्स इन 1914, और ये इवेंट है जो कि 1914 में हुआ था, और किसके बीच? ब्रिटिश और जर्मन लोगों के बीच हुआ था. और वो क्या है? वो वार है, लड़ाई है, जंग है. ओके, एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू मस्ट बी रिमेम्बरिंग what is that great event which started in the year of 1914. Everybody must be knowing. If you do not know, let me tell you. This is what the First World War began. Okay, so during that First World War, both the countries are fighting with each other. So that time only one incident is taking place, and that incident we are going to learn in this story. Can you guess which war it was? कौन सा वार था वो? 1914 में कौन सा वार है, कौन सा जंग है, कौन सा लड़ाई है? विश्व युद्ध पहला. ओके, पहला विश्व युद्ध के बारे में यहाँ पे बोला गया. Now here is some of the dates are there. Some of the dates and years are mentioned here. You can see in your textbook. Do you know which events the dates below refer to? Now here some of the dates are given to you. Now 6 dates are there. Okay, so what are the events? What is the events took place in this particular dates? किस प्रकार का घटना हुआ था, क्या हुआ था, ये सारे dates यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. Okay, so we need to find out that one. Okay, so if you want to find out, and you have to find out these events, what took place in particular years. Okay, and that answer is there in the page number 23. So my dear students, you have to learn this one. Okay, especially you have to learn this one and remember those events and their dates. Okay, now let us go to the text and we'll start. Okay, now if you have seen that previous video, you will just understand. It will be easy for you to understand. Now here the writer is saying, okay, the writer is saying, let us see. I spotted in a junk shop in Bridgeport a roll-top desk. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. Okay, I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. This one was in a bad condition. The roll-top desk in several pieces. Okay, one leg clumsily mended, scorch marks all down one side. Okay, now my dear students, the writer needs one roll-top desk. Okay, writer need one roll-top desk and he is looking for the roll-top desk या फिर वो roll-top desk वो ढूंढ रहा है. हर एक शॉप में जाकर, हर एक दुकान में जाकर वो सब ढूंढ रहा है roll-top desk. पर वो सारे roll-top desk क्या है, बहुत एक्सपेंसिव थे, जिसको वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता था खरीदने के लिए, क्योंकि उसके पास सफिशिएंट मनी भी नहीं है, उसके पास सफिशिएंट पैसे नहीं है. Okay, so what happened? He went to a junk shop. Junk shop means what is that? It is a shop in which second hand materials are there. Okay, जिसे कि हम बोलेंगे भंगार दुकान जो बोलेंगे, जहाँ पे कि second hand चीजें मिलती हैं कम प्राइस में. So the writer went to that junk shop, okay, in Bridgeport and he saw. Spotted means what is that? He saw. Spotted means saw. Okay, a roll-top desk. A roll-top desk उन्होंने देखा और वो roll-top desk कैसे था? वो बहुत का bad condition में था. Okay, वो अच्छा नहीं था, बहुत खराब हुआ था, जिससे कि उसका एक पैर टूटा हुआ होगा, उसका ड्रॉवर खोल नहीं रहे होंगे, तो इस प्रकार का वो बहुत bad condition में था. Okay, so the roll-top desk he saw in the junk shop was in a bad condition and one of the leg of that roll-top desk was clumsily mended. Clumsily mended. Okay, clumsily mended means repaired. Okay, repaired. Mended means repaired. Clumsily means not properly. Okay, not properly. जैसे तैसे उसको repair किया गया. And scorch marks. What is the scorch marks? Scorch marks मतलब ये जो है जला हुआ का एक जो मार्क होता है, जब भी कोई भी चीज जला हुआ होगा, थोड़ा सा जला हुआ होगा, तो उसमें क्या दिखता है, थोड़ा सा जले हुए का मार्क दिखाई देता है, काला काला दिखाई देते हैं, तो वही वहां से बोला गया. And all on one side. Okay, so this is what now. अगर आपको यहाँ भी कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है कि ये जो स्कॉच मार्क या फिर जलने वाला मार्क कहाँ से आया, तो ये इससे है कि मैंने आपको जैसे कि बताया था इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो that wife and husband is there, there is a family and wife is remaining at the home and the husband is remaining in the border and fighting with these enemies. Okay, Germany and British. Okay, now there was all of a sudden when the wife is there at home, all of a sudden there was a fire in the house. So fire होने के आग लग जाने की वजह से क्या हुआ, वहां पे सारे चीज जल गए और वहां पे वो लेडी जो था उसको बाद में कहाँ पे शिफ्ट किया गया, ओल्ड एज होम में, जहाँ पे बूढ़े लोगों को रखा जाता है, वहां पे उसको शिफ्ट किया गया. तो जब उसको शिफ्ट किया गया था तो ये रोल-टॉप डेस्क को जंक शॉप वाला को दे दिया गया था, भंगार शॉप वाला को दे दिया गया. So that is what, because of that only then mark scotch is there or scotch mark is there or one mark है, जला हुआ का mark है वहां. It was going for very little money. I thought I could restore it. I would be a risk. Okay, it would be a risk, a challenge, but I had to have it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. I began work on it on Christmas Eve. Okay, so it was costing less money because that roll-top desk was not in a good condition. So it was costing less money. उसके लिए कम पैसे में उसको मिल सकता था. तो उसने क्या किया? He thought, okay, if I take this one, I can repair it by myself. Okay, because it is costing less money and I can buy it. Okay, even though it is in bad condition, but I have no much money, I can buy new one. So this one only I will take and I will restore it. Restore it means what? Repair it. So he took it and paid the man the money, and he took it to his workroom. Okay, his workroom where things are repaired. Okay, that was just behind his garage. Garage means what? In which the bikes are parked there. I began work on it on Christmas Eve, and he wanted to work. Okay, means he started repairing this one, which on the rolled of days, which he brought from the junk shop and which was not in good condition. He began repairing on the Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, what is that? Christmas Day में उन्होंने उसका काम करना या फिर उसको रिपेयर करना स्टार्ट किया. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawer. The veneer had lifted almost everywhere. Okay, then it looked like water damage to me. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this dash. The last drawer was stuck first. I tried all I could to ease it out gently. Okay. Now, what happened? He took the roll of days to his house. Okay, and he started repairing it on Christmas Day. Okay, and he removed all the roll of days. Roll of days को पूरा remove कर दिया उन्होंने. Okay, क्योंकि उसको repair करना है. Then the veneer. Okay, veneer means what is that? It is what you might have seen some of the desks, some of the table, okay, some of the benches. उसके ऊपर एक पतला सा चादर जैसे वहां पे चिपका हुआ होता है. Okay, have you seen? You have seen those things. Okay, so that one was there lifted. पूरा वो already उसका जो गम होता है, उसका जो चिपका हुआ होता है, वो already छोड़ चुका था और वो निकल रहा था. एक करके धीरे-धीरे करके वो निकल गया था. Okay, almost everywhere, सभी तरफ वो निकल गया था. Okay. Veneer, you can see here the meaning is there. The thin layer of plastic or decorative wood on furnitures of cheap wood. Okay. So what he did? He removed all the things of the roll of days, and it was looking like what? It was looking like water damaged to me. Water had damaged fully. To whom it is looking? The writer says it was looking like that the water has damaged it completely. पूरी तरह से पानी की वजह से वो खराब हो चुका था. Both fire and had clearly taken their toll on. Okay, और ये both fire and water. Okay, आग और पानी की वजह से ये पूरी तरह से पूरा डैमेज हो चुका था. यहाँ पे you can see take their toll on means damage. Okay. The last drawer was stuck fast. Okay, the last drawer. He removed all the drawers in the roll of days, and the last one, which was below or just at the end of that roll of days, was very stuck fast. Stuck fast means it was shut tight. Okay, it was shut tight. It was unable to remove that one. Okay, so the writer is trying to remove it as possible as he can. Okay, he's putting his force. उसका पूरे ताकत लगाकर उसको खोल रहा है. फिर भी वो नहीं निकल रहा है. तो कैसे उन्होंने खोला देखते हैं. I struck it sharply with the side of my fist and the drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space underneath a secret drawer. There was something in there. I reached in and took out a small black tin box. Cellotapped. Okay, cellotapped to the top of it was piece of lined not paper. Okay, and written on it in shaky handwriting. Okay, now what happened? He opened that one somehow. He tried all good he is. Okay, he struck it sharply with his fist. उसके बाद नहीं हो रहा है, उसको पूरी ताकत लगा रहे. Then after that what he did? This is the fist. Okay, so he struck with his fist. Then the drawer opened. Okay, so when he opened the drawer, what happened? He is finding out something inside the drawer. So what he found there inside the drawer? There was a black tin box. A small black tin box was there inside the drawer, and in that tin box there was the cello tape to the top of the piece. Okay, and on the tin box क्या है? एक छोटा सा पेपर में, लाइन पेपर में कुछ तो लिखा हुआ है. Something is written there, and that was cello tape. Okay, cello tape से उसको पूरी अच्छी तरह से पैक किया गया. Okay, So what was written in that small piece of paper, let us see. And it was written in a Seki handwriting. Seki handwriting means not properly. Sometimes you might have seen some of the old people, when they write, their hands are shaking like that. Okay, so that is what Seki handwriting में वहाँ पे लिखा हुआ था. Let us see what was written there. James' last letter received January 25th, 1950, to be buried with me when the time comes. Okay, now you see over that what it was written. James' last letter received on January 25th. Okay, now James' last letter, James या फिर उसका husband जो कहाँ पे है वो ब्रिटिश और जर्मनी के बीच जो लड़ाई चल रहा है, उसी बॉर्डर में या फिर उसी लड़ाई का एक हिस्सा है वो, या फिर एक पार्टिसिपेंट से वो लड़ाई कर रहा है वहां पे बॉर्डर में, और उन्होंने अपने वाइफ को या फिर अपने घरवाली को क्या एक लेटर भेजा था. ओके, और वही लेटर ये मिसेस जेम्स ने रिसीव की थी. ओके, सो ये उसमें ये लिखा हुआ था, ये मेरा लास्ट लेटर है, मेरा हस्बैंड का आखिरी लेटर है, और ये लेटर क्या किया जाएगा, जब टाइम आएगा तब मेरे साथ ही इसको बनाया जाएगा. ओके, I knew as I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box, but curiosity got the better of my scruples. It usually does. Okay, now the writer knew that it is not good to read this letter because this is the letter of someone else. Okay, so दूसरों का लेटर पढ़ना अच्छा नहीं है. Now the writer also knows that one. He should not read the letter. He should not open the letter. But his curiosity. What is that curiosity? Curiosity means desire to know. Desire to know. उसका जानने का इच्छा जो है उसका मन में कि ये लेटर में क्या लिखा है खोलूं. Okay, so that he could not stop it, and his scruples. Okay, what is the scruples? A feeling that makes you hesitate. Okay, scruples means it is the feeling. किस प्रकार का feeling है, कि इस प्रकार का कंडीशन में हम कभी-कभी पहुंच जाते हैं कि मैं ये काम करूं या फिर ना करूं. We were not able to decide. Means we are in a confusion. We are in a dilemma. Inside the box there was an envelope. The address read Mrs. James McPherson. Okay, 12 Copper Bridges, Brickport, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1914. Okay, so what happened? He could not stop his curiosity, so he took it inside from the box and he opened it. Okay, and there was an envelope. Was there, and over that envelope the address was given. What was the address? Mrs. McPherson, Jim McPherson. Okay, 12 Copper Bridges, Brickport, Dorset. So it was the address that was there over the envelope. And so what the writer did, he opened the letter and he saw that that letter was written in a pencil, and that letter was written, when the letter was written, on December 26, 1914. Okay, so December 26, 1914 the letter is written, and it is sent to the Mrs. James McPherson. Okay, and it is received on just 1 month later, on 26 January 1915. Okay, so my dear students, here in this part we have seen how the writer is going to the junk shop and how he is trying to repair the drawer of desk. He brought it in low cost, and then he tries to open the drawers of the drawer of desk, and finally he opens a small drawers in which there was a secret small tin box, and inside the tin box there was a letter which was written to Mrs. James McPherson from the British border on 26 December 1914, and it was received on 26 January 1915 by Mrs. James McPherson. And in the next video we are going to see what is written in the letter. So till then, my dear students, see you again in the next video. Till then, bye.